I used to think all this while, why, whenever there is a song of strength, something that depicts beauty, why is it so loud? Why are artists, the true artists, making bold paintings? And then, at this point in my life, I've come to this realization it's because of the subtle and slow rust, the decay of the society. How their negativity and darkness wants to rust your creativity. So watch how the evil entities play out. Just take a close look. What are they doing every day? Through their silence, through their background attacks, through their unseen laughters at you, they're trying to basically break your soul. But I'm here to tell you that if you're facing all these oppositions, know that you're exactly on the right path. The fact that you face opposition is basically because of the reason that you are shining your light. You are following your true soul calling and don't give a fuck about anybody else who tries to deny you of your own existence. You know what I'm saying? Because this while people thought that you're just going to be to yourself because of their suppression. But fuck all of that. Because what truly matters is you being the tiger. They know who you are. They know that you are the lion. You are the lioness. They know you are the king. They know you are the queen. And they want to put you down. That's not going to work out. Because obviously, when you, as a chosen one, as an indigo child, you have waken up to your light, you know exactly who you are. There's no fucking power in the world that can dim your light. When life makes you mad, sometimes the best thing to do is fuck that shit. This word is very good for your throat chakra. And I know, we being the chosen ones, the indigo people, person of light, we do not want to use these words. But well, let me tell you, the society you are living in right now, you also must showcase your evil side. Why? Because the evil entities out there, they want to show that they're ugly and they want to show that only they've got the power over you. And I'm here to tell you, your job as a chosen one, as an indigo, is to be nice to the nicer society, to the nicer people. But when somebody tries to walk all over you, when somebody's trying to take advantage of you, they're trying to bring you down, by all means, you've got to fight. You've got to protect yourself. This morning I went to the cafe to get my coffee and I saw a bunch of grandpas sitting and they are laughing. What are they laughing at? So just because somebody is old does not mean they have built a strong character and they have made themselves worthy of being called as a grandpa. Know that some people are just old without actually maturing in their soul. And some people are matured from a very young age, like me. We're old souls in young bodies. And by the way, age has got nothing to do that. Just because you're old, you need not be respected. If you're not respecting others, nobody else is going to respect you. Know that you're on your own, absolutely on your own. Traversing this wild waters of life. Living in a jungle. What is this world? What is this society? A jungle? Where people are just playing out of power? Where there's no humanity? Where there's just madness and chaos in the city? And you call that development? Fuck that shit. This is the thing of the world. We being artists, world knows that they need us. World knows very well what you as an independent artist, just your very existence is beauty, grace and bliss. But what these motherfuckers, what they want to do? They want to bring you down. They want to downplay you. You, which is the diamond soul. How could that be? Explain me. The way how you guys are living makes no sense. Absolutely no sense at all. The corruption is not just people who are rich and who have power. It's also down to the lowest and the poorest of them all. People who are just so much in fear. Mind you, fear and greed are the two factors on which the society wants to control you. So they either trick you into greed, sell your soul, and then I'm going to give you this much money, or they're going to put fear into you. Mind you, I've put rules for you. So if you do not stick up to that, I'm going to punish you. And sadly, like I saw these old grandpas today, they all were looking miserable. The reason for their laughter is looking down at somebody else. What a failure of a life have you lived? It's such a shame on you. And it does not matter how big a house you have, how many boats you have. It's got nothing to do. It's all about a display of who you are, of how you have lived your life. People are deluded into this thinking that if I have got so much material acquisitions, if I have got so much fake relationships, mind you, fake relationships, people are not there with you because they truly care for you. They are there with you because they see you as somebody who has control and power. The moment you are taken out of that money and power, nobody's there standing for you. So now the thing is, if you're playing it like a game, well, play it like a game. And let me tell you, I'm on the light side. So, of course, no point in time am I going to play this game of life like how you want me to, because I'm the king and kings set up the rules. Because I'm the king who has got the confidence to get the ball rolling throughout. And that's why I'm talking what I'm talking. Look at the state of the world. You show up as a person of light, you show up as courage, as creativity, as intelligence, and what does the world show you? Fuck her. And now, what are you supposed to answer them back? Fuck you too. And literal sense, your entire soul is fucked up. You need not just show here how ugly you are through your fucking words. Your existence is garbage. So don't think that, just don't ever be deluded into this sort of a thinking that people are going to look up to you just because you are chaos demon. You literally are a chaotic demon which is just spreading negativity. And by the way, through all this garbage that you create, you're going to stink in that. Not me, not people like me. Never. So come on, people, show me the people like me. Show me the people of my tribe. Show me the people of my vibe. People who have intelligence, people who have decency, people who have courage to fight the evil. I want all of you together so we can fight the evil, so we can bring about a reform. I want a new world order. You get it? I want a new world order where chaos is removed by the right sort of an order, where there is justice, where there is beauty, there is creativity, where people are not acting dumb just because they want to play it safe. The societal structures think that you, the people of light, must serve the evil. But tell me, why is that? The reason is because you gave in your power. Those evil ones are not in power because they were talented. They are, matter of fact, they are not even 1/10 of your skill level. I can give you in writing, there are millions of people who are making millions and billions just because they had faith in themselves. And you, despite you having the intelligence, you never put yourself out there because you were too terrified. What if I fail? Because you were so fucking weak that you did not believe in your own self. You never ever had the courage to put yourself out there. And look at the people who are evil, who have got this intention, I just want money, money, so I can hoard stuffs. They have at least this much honesty. So there's one good thing, if at all there is one good thing that you should learn from evil people, is that they are honest about their side. When they have decided to do something, they give all in. They get inside and they do it. They have better work ethics compared to you. They're not playing it cheap. They're not cutting corners when it comes to them. They are trying to make a fool out of you, not out of their life. So you're getting what I'm saying, right? Or am I just talking to the air? I'm talking to you because I want a response now. And mind you, I'm not going to talk sugary and talk all that bullshit fake positivity. Think good and good will happen. Have you tried it? Does that work? Do you think you have control? Do you think you can control your thought 24 hours in a day? Go ahead, try it and tell me in the comments if that actually works for you. And if so was the case, and did you apply it? First of all, any practice that you think is actually a solution to the problem, did you even apply it? And if you did, tell me, did that work? Because you're a fool who thinks that you have the will. Your will is not truly yours. Your will is of the collective. Who you are is not truly you. Who you are is a product. It's a child of the society. You are a product of the society, of the age you live in. Do you get it? And you keep on thinking that I'm this individual who has got this and that right and I'm an independent entity. Good luck. Who you are is completely a byproduct of the mirror image of others. So the society kept telling you since childhood that you should follow the rules. You must study in order to pass the exam. And what if you failed? Did you not see in school how students who could not do well and they were treated like a rebel because they could not just stick to the rules? They were the rebellious child. And how did the society treat them? They were punished by the teacher. They were punished by the school system. Because clearly, since childhood, society wants to take your soul. They want to take everything that you have and give you some small little gift in return, which is absolutely meaningless. So they want to take your soul, and you're given. You're given for cheap goodies that the world has to offer you, and make a fool out of yourself. Because when you're dying, you know exactly that you traded your life for everything that you were not born to do. You traded your life for everything that going to a work that does not keep your soul fulfilled. What are you doing? That is a cheating to your soul. There is a cheater, not outside. It's in you. The way of the world is, and the way your mind works, you think that if I get that house, if I get that car, if I get that relation, if I have a child, if I have grandchildren, I'm going to be very happy. Look at the people who have everything. Do you think they look happy? They look just the same, unsatisfied and unfulfilled. There's no difference. Just look around you. Look in your family, look in the society where you live. Just wake up and see how things are. So why are you just running as per rules set by them? Why are you working at their rules? See, you have two ways to live life. Either you create the rules or you bend the rules. Either you've got to follow what the system and society tells you to do, be a slave, live like a slave your whole fucking life, or the second thing is you got to fight. You're a warrior. Now choose what works. Because I'll tell you, none of these paths are easy. If you think that society saying yes to them is going to keep you happy, no. There's a huge price you pay for selling your soul to the devil. Because devil tricks you into saying, I'll give you money, just give me your soul. And you say yes. And now you suffer. There's something, a big hollow inside of you, which you know, you were not born for that. You are always living in a state of postponement. I will do this mean work just for money right now, and later I'm going to do something that is my true soul calling. Later I'll make that music. Later I'll be that artist. Later I'll get into modeling. Later I will make up this dance studio. You're going to do none of that shit, and you're going to live and die with this material cage that you have built yourself in. Those big houses are just a golden cage which does not free your soul. What you're looking for is satisfaction, which is nowhere to be found in this fake material world, this fake ass stuff. And look at the way how the society is. So many attacks on women who talk the truth. So many attacks on men who stand up, and they are tagged as violent. What sort of manipulation is that? Anytime, like for example, look at Nelson Mandela. For the truth that he spoke, he was put in prison for more than a decade. And still when he came out, he was the president. Abraham Lincoln, because of his truth, because of who he was as a true leader, he was shot. He was shot dead. Women who speak the truth like me, they're attacked. And when you're attacked, what are you to say? The people who are actually low are in turn going to question, what did you do to provoke that attack? They're not going to see the reason that you're raising the voice is because you see the bullshit in the system, because you see chaos and crime outside. So you are raising your voice against that, but this whole thing is going to be used against you. Now people are coming out of nowhere and querying you. They put spies on you. Wherever you go, they follow. Nonsense. Just because you are telling the truth, people want to show you that you are a psychopath, that you are diseased. This is a sick world wherein all of the diseased and sick people want to show the truthful and the healthy one that you're sick. No, that's not true. That's all lies. It's all a manipulated, fake ass, cooked up world. It's bullshit. The most beautiful is called as ugly, and the most weak would be put to power. And if you are very mediocre, you are going to win all of the battles. And the true warrior, they are going to be outcasted and put in jail. I watched a video today of Nietzsche, the philosopher, who talks about life, and he said that world is jungle and people understand power. So no matter how good and nice you are, people are going to walk all over you because they see you that you are just a nice person. That means I can take advantage of you. So what he says, that is his viewpoint. I do not 100% agree to that. So I will have my say after I quote his words. So Nietzsche says that because this is a power hungry world and always the people in power want to suppress rest of the people so that they can have more control, so that they can have more power to themselves, so they can get ahead with whatever they want, materially or in relationship wise or in a social status quo. So you also need to learn to not just go by the good laws, because if you're completely going by goodness, I'm going to be nice all throughout, then that means you are also going to get walked all over. Now my point to it is, if you're a person of light, try as hard as you may, but the way the nature has created you, you cannot become you cannot fall down to their level. At no point in time, try as hard as you can. If you think that getting so low because their ways of thinking is very different compared to how you think, a person of light thinks very differently. They are heart oriented. A person of who has malicious intent, they operate out of mind. They have already sold their soul. They never ever think before taking an action against you, before they think of killing you, before they plan a murder on you. They are never going to have next thought that, oh, I should not do this because they are nice people. But you, before you have to take an action, you're always going to think 1,000 times, this is something I don't want to do. I don't want to just attack someone. I don't just want to kill someone, because you have a conscience inside of you. You have your inner voice in your heart that says, I should not do that. But what the criminals do, they don't mind. They see you like a threat. They don't like you. They want to shoot you. And then, if we go higher, like Lao Tzu said, a Zen Buddhist monk, he said, be nice to the good people and be also nice to the bad people, because goodness has power. So true power is not in acquisition. True power is in letting go. You are just letting things be. But that does not mean when the universe wants you to project something, when the universe wants you to respond, by all means respond that. That does not mean keeping quiet to the violence that you have faced. That does not mean that you keep quiet just because you are scared to raise your voice. You're scared for what? Anyway, you will die. All of us who are born will die. So you're scared of what? Old age, disease? That is going to come upon everyone. Attacks from the society because you're yourself? Let it be. Just stay up to who you are, because it's not about. The more you're trying to play it safe, I'll tell you this, the more safe you're trying to play in this world, now you do not need an external enemy. You are an enemy to yourself. All the time you're living in your closed house, big, massive houses like castles, keeping yourself enclosed. For what? For safety, right? There's no safety. Danger lies within you. The biggest enemy is right there, living inside of you. That's your duality. That's your dark side. That's your shadow. You're living with it. So you're looking for security for what? Where is the security? Security is just a word. To live means you're living in danger. To live means, because if you were so safe, if you're looking for safety, you would not have come out of your mother's womb. Because it was safe out there, you were fed, you did not even have to breathe. Everything was given to you through the food that your mother ate. But your soul wanted to experience this life, so you came out into this wild jungle of life. And now play it. So my whole point is, Do whatever best you can, and know that you are the puppet which is being danced upon by life. Life energies makes you move. So if you think I'm the doer and I'm the one who's doing this and that, I've got the power, I'm so smart or I'm so talented or I'm so beautiful, I'm so strong. No. Whatever you have can be taken away anytime. That is the law of the universe. Everything is changing. Everything is transient. What is high today will be turning to ashes tomorrow. What is ash today will turn so high tomorrow. So what we have to do nothing. Just watch this game and know that we are being played upon. But when the forces act on you or against you, just respond to the call. How the universe wants you to act. How the creative energies, how gods want you to play. How Christ would want to play. Living out of Christ consciousness, that is the most beautiful thing. How Christ lived. He never ever compromised for any of the truth. And in return, what did they do? They crucified him. But did he ever think of, no, I should turn to a lie so I could be staying alive? He put himself on the cross and he said, that's okay. I'll forgive them. And he told to the gods, please forgive them. They do not know what they're doing. He could have cursed them and he had all of the powers. You see, Jesus Christ, who had the power to turn water into wine, do you think he did not have the power to destroy his enemies? Do you think he did not have the power to make the devil weak? He knew what Judas was doing and he still sat with him. He knew what Judas was going to plan for him. He very well knew that. So on his last supper, he talks about that. I know amongst us is somebody who is going to deny me, who is going to play against me. And still he did not turn in like an enemy to Judas. So we all want to talk about Christ and offer him flowers and celebrate Christmas, but we do not want to live as how he lived. But that's all that he wants. He does not need your flowers and blessings and blah blah celebrations and bling bling stuff. He needs none of that. All he wants is your soul and your surrender to him. Because the moment you have chosen that truth, there's a different sense of power that comes inside of you. There's a different sense of peace that comes inside of you, which none of the external material world can give it to you. And that's what Stoics also said. At no point in time can the world have power over you. They can kill you, they can attack you, they can murder you, they can do whatever shit they want to do, but they cannot take your soul. The way how you respond to the thing is 100% in your control. And that's what makes you the king. That's what makes you a true, real king. And not that you have this much property and these many stuffs that makes you a king. You're all a slave. So always just choose high. Choose the higher values. Choose beauty. Choose truth. And do not attack another person of beauty who has got a beautiful soul just because they're not like you. Well, on the game plane of duality, yin yang, dark and light, of course you will attack. Naturally, you will not like me. So that's very, very mutual. I don't like you too. Because every time you show me your ugly side, I'm going to shine more bright. I'm going to show who I am, the most beautiful soul. And I'm going to create in infinite million different ways and show to the world how to live. And which is exactly opposite of how you live. Get it? Bye. I'll see you in the next one.